Hey guys. I keep getting like a ton of questions about hyper grinders and drum sanders and stuff like that, and sandpaper and stuff like that on my Facebook. And a lot of guys ask the question like, when do I pick using the hyper grinder versus when I use the drum sander versus like when I edge first and all that stuff. And I want to make something crystal clear to you guys. I always use the Hummel first. If you've seen me use the hyper grinder first on a couple videos, it was only because I was fucking around with the hyper grinder. I had just got that machine and was like playing with Blaze Plus sandpaper specifically, which fucking rules. If you ever have to use a planetary to pull off finish, you get that sandpaper. Blaze Plus is by far the best. Bona Green is coming close to it, but Blaze Plus is right fucking there. And it'll pull finish. But here's the deal. Don't use your planetary to remove finish. Um, excuse me. Okay, so here's the deal. Drum sander. Imagine it's a circle, okay? And it's a drum spinning like this. You have a very small area where that drum is making contact with at once and cutting, okay? So what that means is you've got like a 30-inch, 29-inch long drum sander piece of paper, and it's making contact with like 1 inch of the floor at a time, okay? So what that does is gives that sandpaper relief. So it's got somewhere to throw the dust off of the back at all times, and it's got a place to cool off at all times. So that's thing one. Thing two is when you see me run those drum machines, you're seeing me go at like an angle. Depending on how flat the floor is, how old the floor is, how much I have to do to it is going to vary that angle, degree, and the speed at which I go on it. But I'll tell you what, the planetary's not fucking doing that. And if it does, it's going to take you way too long and way too much sandpaper. The other thing is, so now that covers flatness and covers sandpaper load, because when you're using a planetary, also, as I was explaining with the sandpaper only cutting on a little tiny bit of surface at once on the drum sander, when you're using a planetary, you put that whole fucking piece of sandpaper down on the floor at one time, and now it's spinning in circles. And is doing that on top of old finish and wax and dirt and whatever the hell else might happen to be on that floor. And guess what happens? Instantly, that sandpaper spins around in a circle on this entire surface and then gets loaded with shit. And then if you're looking at a piece of sandpaper in a microscope, all the way in there are all these little peaks and valleys. And sandpaper's just, if you think about back in school when they were lying to you about history and telling you about glaciers moving really slowly across the earth, that's basically what's happening to your floor. It's like crushing the surface and scratching it and making a new level surface there. So you want all the fucking finish off before you start doing that with the planetary, because all of the finish and grow stuff is going to load that sandpaper up. Let your drum machine do that. If you see dorks on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube or whatever using their planetary machine to remove finish, it's because they want you to watch their fucking video. And that's fine. I don't care. They're fucking dorks. And whatever, waste their sandpaper. Their daddy probably buys them more. Their fucking mom works at Bona. I don't know. Guess what? I've never had a single family member of mine work in the flooring industry at all. As far as I know, most of my family's a bunch of fucking losers. So nobody hands me shit. Nobody tells me what to do. I know that a planetary removing finish is a waste of fucking time. And that's why I'm telling you it's a waste of fucking time. And so if you're watching these fucking dorks on TikTok or whatever doing it, that's fine. Let them make their videos. Let Bona send them a brand new machine once a month, because I know goddamn well that piece of shit's breaking down just like mine did. And let them be TikTok stars. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to cut with a fucking drum machine every single time. New install, old refinish, or whatever it is. We're going to cut with the drum machine. And guess what? I'll do you one better. We're going to get the fucking edger out before we put the planetary on the floor too. What's that mean? We're going to go around with the drum sander first. We're going to get every bit of finish off the floor that we can with it. And that means run the field at the angle we want to. And then when you've got the end of the life of your piece of sandpaper on your drum machine, start ripping that bitch around the edges at cross grain. Do anything you can to get all the old finish off that floor as you can. Because it's going to be a lot easier to flatten the wood without finish on it with your edger than it is to pull the finish off with your edger. And carry that concept to the fucking planetary too. That drum machine's made to pull the goddamn finish off. That's why I kind of want to invent a handheld one, like the DeWalt or something, but for the flooring industry that you can run the fucking edges with. But I ain't got time for it. And if I did, it'd be made in goddamn America, not in China or wherever the fuck else they make these machines at these days. So, point of this video, do not run your planetary sander first on a floor unless you want to be a TikTok dork. Point two, always run your Hummel. And I say Hummel, not Big Machine, because Hummel's the fucking best big machine there is on the market by far. I've ran them all. Galaxy's cool, but it weighs too much and breaks down all the time. The Bona one's an absolute piece of shit for all the reasons you could imagine. The Pullman one's kind of cool. It's not too bad, but it looks like a spaceship. And again, it's not a fucking Hummel. What else do we have? American Sanders Legend is fucking stupid. It's just remade, whatever they got at the fucking Home Depot, but threw a 220 motor on it and a fucking laser and a USB plug. Stupid. Get a Hummel. Go to Germany and watch how they're made if you don't believe that they're the best machines in the world. They'll let you take a tour of their factory. I've been a machinist before and work in machine shop. So when I took a tour of the Lagler factory, I was thoroughly impressed. I thought, damn, I worked in machine shops that make medical implants for like bone screws and shit like that. And that shop wasn't as clean as this German run facility here. And what else is cool is those dudes take breaks all the time and drink espresso and smoke cigarettes. And that sounds fucking awesome. So I'm rambling at this point. I hope you guys listen. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I posted some videos of me just working silently the past few days, and I'll keep doing that too. But I'll also keep posting these videos of me just talking that shit. So if I see something pop up in the comments a bunch, like the planetary question, I'm going to come here and make a video about it. Or if I see other things, like when I'm trying to sell my t-shirts and have a picture of me flexing my muscles, if I get a bunch of DMs from gay dudes that are trying to hit on me instead of buying my t-shirts, I might just come here and talk to you guys about it, because my wife gets mad at me for posting it on my stories. But I'm just a wood flooring guy trying to sell some t-shirts. And it really was confusing to me why a guy with a shirt that says Dayton Hardwood on it, flexing his muscles and smooching at the camera, would bring gay guys' attention to him. But what do I know? I guess that's it for this video. I was going to try to hit 10 minutes, but I don't want to ramble for two more just to talk about nothing. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me, and I hope you learned something. I know I'm crazy and I cuss a lot and probably ramble a bunch too, but I promise I've got really good shit to say. I make floors because I fucking love them, not because I'm trying to build a business or because I'm trying to be a millionaire or I'm trying to do any of the other dumb, dorky shit that all these other fucking losers say they want to do. I'm here simply because I love floors, and that's a tough concept for a lot of people to wrap their head around. I don't give a fuck about money. I make money remodeling homes. I make money doing the things that I do in my freelance. And also, I'm not obsessed with money, which is fucking cool. I've like remodeled my houses and sold them a few times and don't have a huge overhead of expenses. And I'm also not a super materialistic person, believe it or not. If you, even though I dress in super bright colors and whatever, have a ton of tools, but at the end of the day, I would literally give away any of this shit to almost anybody because I don't give a fuck about it. And that's just how I am with materials. But thanks for watching, guys. I love you. I really do. If you have any questions about anything that I do or any tools I have or any methods of mine, I'm here for you. I'm not keeping any fucking trade secrets at all. That shit's whack. So I'm serious. If there's like anything that you guys want to know about how to make wood floors the absolute best that you can, all you gotta do is ask me. I'll tell you. I love you. I'm happy to help you. I'm not trying to keep secrets, and I'm not trying to get fucking YouTube, TikTok fame either. I'm simply here to be a resource for you guys. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Go down to the bottom, click like and subscribe, because there's more of this content coming for you. So you don't want to miss it. Bye, guys.